This is a video about progressive and perfect tenses. Just to review the simple tenses, if you took the verb to cook and you were talking about something you do every day, you would say, every day I cook dinner. And that's an example of present tense. If you were talking about yesterday, you would say, yesterday I cooked with an ed. That's past tense. And if you were talking about tomorrow, you would say, tomorrow I will cook dinner. And that's future tense. And I think most students are pretty good with those simple tenses. But where it gets a little more complicated is with progressive tenses. Because what you're using progressive tense for is to say that this action is happening over a certain amount of time. This action is stretching out over time. So, for example, right now, I am cooking dinner. And that's an example of present progressive. The am cooking show that this is stretching out over time right now. And if you were talking about yesterday, you would say, yesterday I was cooking dinner. And if you were talking about the future, you would say, tomorrow I will be cooking dinner. So that brings us to our index card. If you want to take notes on this, you can write progressive tense at the top. And you want to use this tense to show that an action is stretching out over time. And the way you make it is make sure to include am, is, are, was, or were before the verb plus ing. So for example, yesterday I made dinner when the phone rang is incorrect because I didn't start making dinner when the phone rang. I was in the process of making dinner when the phone rang. So I need to show that that was stretching out over time. So I would change made to was making. Another example of this, my wife teaching at 2 schools right now is incorrect because we have the teaching, but we don't have the to be verb to go along with it. So because we're talking about right now, we need a present tense to be verb. So I would say my wife is teaching at 2 schools right now.